Hello, Waywards. Today we are going to talk about experience. How to get lots of experience. So, what do I do, Zelendis? How do I get lots of experience? So, when you first start out, of course, you could just kill monsters. They give you experience. We all know that. And you can also do quests. Quests give you a lot of experience too. So, what I recommend doing is doing every single quest you can before proceeding into Act 1. Now this is if you're kind of like a min-maxer guy. I'm not trying to tell you guys how to play or anything like that. I'm just trying to show you guys how to get more experience. And after I talk about this, I'll show you some additional ways to get experience too. So, like I said, kill monsters, do quests. Now, simple as it is, it's actually a little bit more complicated. You want to do every single quest that you can in the woodcutters. You want to make sure every little secret person you can find, you want to find, or you want to do everything you can inside the remnants. You want to go up into the pits and do all the pit stuff, because if you join Nemeton, you're going to be locked out of the pit. So you want to do everything as much as you can before you commit to a faction, because once you commit to a faction, you're going to be locked out of certain things. So what I would say is do all the woodcutters, do all the remnants, do all the Nemeton, do all the farm, do the pits. You want to do everything in the tavern. You want to do everything inside the primal forest. And then you can decide which faction you want to join later on. There is going to be a little bit of different experience, because when you go into the forest in Act 2, there's gonna be a slight different amount of experience that you could lose. But there is a way to get into the lower part of the forest, and I don't want to spoil too many things, but if you join Nemeton, you only get the lower part of the forest in the later acts, and if you join the remnants, you only get the upper part of the forest in the later acts. But I don't want to spoil that right now, so I'm not really going to talk about that. So, another way to get experience is to actually duel people. When you first knock someone out in a duel, now, I'm not talking about killing them, I'm talking about just knocking them out. You'll be able to loot items and you'll get experience from them. Now, the cool thing is everybody you can knock out, including leaders and stuff. And the harder, the harder the person is to knock out, usually the arena people, they give you a lot more experience. I think like Ada gives you like 800 or 600 or something like that. Baddie gives you a lot. A lot of leaders give you a lot of experience and like a lot of money and special items and stuff like that. So what I recommend is dueling everybody. I mean like everybody, like the woodcutters camp, up in the mines, remnants, tavern, everywhere, everyone. Anything you can find, because that is additional experience you can get just for knocking them out. Now, there is some downsides to some people in some areas that you knock out. You want to be careful of the people of the forest, because they will get mad at you. And there is ways to restore your reputation through a merchant in, I'll just use this map, but you guys should know where the main camp is. But you can restore your reputation by purchasing an item from this merchant right here. Actually, let me do that. It'll be like right about here. You'll have an item. You'll see it, and you can restore your reputation. Now, when it comes to Nemeton, it's almost kind of the same, and I'll show you where to reset your reputation if you beat up a lot of people and you racked up a huge debt. Because I've actually I've knocked out every single person in Nemeton before, and I think I had like 6,000 coins I had to owe in debt, and I couldn't progress a lot of quests, and I couldn't talk to a lot of people because I had such a huge bounty basically on me. But to reset your bounty, you talk to this guy. His name is Gerdman. He also has He also has a really, this is like off topic, but he has a really high attribute cap. This is like the highest attribute cap in the game. Really close to Batty, he's slightly higher than Batty. But anyway, this guy, I started rambling on a little bit too much. This guy resets your reputation. Now, if you have a huge bounty, you can actually kind of bypass that huge bounty a little bit. But like I said, when you knock out people, people get mad at you and they reset your reputations through him. But if you go outside a camp a couple days, I think it's maybe 1 or 2, do some other quests maybe, and you come back and you knock some people out again, like let's say 1 or 2 people, and it'll actually reset your bounty, because I think he'll forget about it, and he'll give you like a new bounty, and instead of being like 6,000 that you owe, you'll only have to owe like 400 coins for knocking out a few people. So that's one of the ways to kind of reset it. Hopefully they don't patch this, but that's what I did. I had a huge debt, like I think it was like 6,000 coins or something like that, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to pay that because I still have to buy some weapons from Eddie. But I came back later, knocked out a couple other people, and I was able to reset my bounty at a way cheaper rate than before. So I'm not exactly sure on the requirements for that, but that was something that did happen to me, so I thought I'd share that with you guys. But anyway, that is how you get tons of experience. Certain quests can be a little bit of a difference in experience, and I'm gonna just say one for example, like the missing person quest from the tavern. If you allow yourself to get kidnapped, you can actually accumulate a little bit more experience than, say, actually not getting kidnapped and going to the actual place where they take you to, which is like down over here. But that's just one examples of some of the quests that have like a slight difference in experience. I mean, I don't know exactly all of them, but that is just one example. But yeah, that's about it. That is how you kind of like min-max your experience and stuff. I didn't want to spoil too much stuff in the later acts. Once you join a faction, you're pretty much locked in after that, and it's more linear after that, and the experience doesn't really change too much. But also, one thing that you want to do is clear out all the monsters before going into the next act, because certain monsters spawn in different acts. They come back, not like a lot, but certain ones come back in later acts. So you want to clear out everything that you can in an act before you proceed to the next act, like Act 2, Act 3, etc. So yeah, that's about it. I probably rambled on for too long. You guys all have a fantastic day. See ya.